We did it.
And we
started.
Happy birthday.
Oh, wow. Happy birthday.
Whose birthday is the closest here?
Mine is in November.
Mine's December.
When's yours, Caleb?
December.
December 2. Hey, Jerry, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jeremiah.
Wait, when is yours, Jesse?
December 19th.
December 3rd.
Dang. It's my birthday.
I'm the young boy.
It's all right. Oh wow.
All right.
All right. So
Man.
Anyway, shall we say hi to the people listening right now?
yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to our stupidity. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Truly.
We truly do appreciate. It's probably mostly our friends.
Probably. At this point.
People from Kohai.
But if you're someday in the future listening to, because we suddenly got famous or something, and you're listening to the first ever Bandit Brothers podcast, thank you for listening. We really appreciate.
And congratulations, because you have found something.
You have found a
that
rare
has been lost
gem.
in
You found
history.
a gem.
Historical artifact.
Yes.
Yes, dude.
All right. Well, let's start this off. I think we should explain who we are.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
I'm Jeremiah Weibel. I have been homeschooled all my life. I come from a family of 10, rooted in a Christian background. And I'm still a Christian, just to make that clear. I've been into theater for a while too. I kind of did a little magic when I was younger, and then I just I forgot about that because I was never really good at sleight of hand. So I came into the theater, and I really enjoyed it. My first play was actually at my church.
Nice, dude.
And I had one line, and I studied that thing for so long. Like,
Yep.
I was like, man, I am so ready for this. And I was so excited when I was on stage and I said my line. And then I got into theater, and yeah.
Dang.
That's
Okay,
great.
I have actually something to piggyback off of that. My first, I was actually in the theater at one point during my childhood. I mean, I was super duper young, probably maybe 6 or 7 years old. I had one line in the same kind of co-op as well. But when I got up to say my line, and I've been practicing this line for months, okay? When I got up there, it was 3 of us. We were about to say like these 3 very powerful lines, and the main character was right behind us. So the 2 boys next to me said their lines. I was opening my mouth. I was about to say my words. Then the main character stole my line.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And since that moment,
No.
I've never
Triggered.
stepped upon a stage ever again.
Triggered.
Oh my
never ever
goodness.
tried
that
theater.
sucks.
She ruined it,
Stage hog.
dude, for real. And I was
That's
forever
awful.
haunted,
Dude.
forevermore.
Should you should introduce yourself, Jesse.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
Hi, I am Jesse. I am Jesse, and a little bit about myself. I have been homeschooled all my life, yes, and mostly I am really just a music man. That's basically how I define myself. I love playing piano. I love playing guitar. I started off very young by playing recorder, as most people do. I mean, the recorder is just a wonderful
Oh,
instrument.
beautiful
Then I
noisemaker.
stepped up a little bit. Yes, and played the clarinet. The clarinet was super duper fun, but it wasn't me. Then I found the piano, and that's where I've been ever since.
nice, dude.
I remember going to one of your clarinet or recorder recitals at co-op, and
Yeah.
there was like this bonus round, and whoever won got like a gift card to Chick-fil-A, I think it was, or Mr. Goodies. I don't
Nice.
know what it was to, but you recreated songs on the recorder by
real?
ear, like Gilligan's Island. You recreated
Oh, yes,
that.
dude, I remember
Do you
that.
remember that?
Yeah.
Dude.
Dude,
Dang.
I remember
Crazy.
that so well because Rachel was like so excited that somebody actually knew who Gilligan's Island was.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like,
That
no
show was
way."
amazing, though.
And, I mean, all of us were, but
Yeah.
I remember her mostly saying that, or is Grace? Don't know. It was one of my sisters.
Nice.
Wow.
So, also, I wanted to piggyback off of you being a music man, Jesse. Something you all should know about Jesse is he has actually recently released a album on Spotify called Remembrance.
Oh yeah,
So if
he,
you-
he
True, that
released
is
a
true.
single
So
first.
yeah, single
It was
first,
Flowers.
That was amazing. He's an amazing
Flowers.
piano
Look
player.
it
If you
at
haven't already
Jesse
heard
Oler
Thank-
on
yep.
Spotify.
it, look it up on Spotify. Remembrance by Jesse Oler.
Jesse Oler. That's me.
Beautiful.
And don't forget to listen to Her. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
Her.
good song.
Her. That one is a really good one.
My favorite is
And-
Thank you,
Sparkle
thank
in
you.
Her Eye. That one's a great one.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude, that's mine as well.
Beautiful.
Yes, and Flowers. Flowers was also
It's
really
amazing.
good.
All of
that
them,
Was a
all
good,
of them.
It was a good song to choose for a
single,
first
yeah.
release as a single
Yeah.
Yeah.
until you release
Thank
your
you.
album.
Yeah.
Okay, Caleb.
All right.
about you?
I am Caleb Scott. I actually grew up in Oregon, so around the Portland, Oregon area, homeschooled all my life. I've done about 12 different shows, theater shows, musical theater shows, and basically theater is what taught me that I had a singing voice, and so I started to explore that passion, and now I play piano, I sing, have a good time. I don't know, just recently my family moved over here to Virginia, and the rest is history. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Very nice. Wow.
What
so
kind
how
of
did
shows
you
have
get
you been
into
in?
theater?
What? Sorry, there was
Dang,
two.
how did you get into theater?
So I had actually seen quite a few shows when I was younger, and it was something I really wanted to do. I would see people on stage and say, I want to do that when I'm older. And then at the age of about 12, I heard of this Aladdin play going on, so I auditioned. I didn't get a super huge role, but it gave me courage. And then for the next play, where I got my first lead, which was amazing.
Your
That's
second play, you got
awesome.
the
Yeah,
lead?
I was 13 years old.
What play was it?
Seussical. I got the part of Horton.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I
That's
forgot about
sick.
that. I was in Seussical at Liberty University.
Really? Wow, dude.
And that was the first big show I had ever done.
Yeah.
I didn't
Wow.
I barely knew anything about theater. Like, I knew a little bit because I'd been in like church plays, but that was my first big hit, I guess,
Yeah.
into theater. And
Yeah.
it came up, Mr. Canals, who is the director for our current theater
Right.
group, Kohite, he emailed my mom this link to an audition for a Liberty show, and he said that I would like it. He told my mom that I would probably like it.
What part did you get?
So he sent it. I got a small role, but
Yeah, that's good.
other than that, it was a really big show. They had 2 zip lines on the stage,
Dude.
That's pretty sick.
and it was awesome. But I went in to the audition not knowing what to do. They said, "Don't bring any There are no requirements for this audition."
Yeah.
And I thought that was normal, but and then I auditioned for another one, and then they said like prepare some tap dancing number
Oh, gosh.
and
Ooh.
other music stuff, and I was like, nah, I'm good.
We're
but-
good with that.
And so that was my first big show, and I was told that I did pretty good. So
Nice.
that was when I got really into theater. That was when that's when I got a passion for
That's
it.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, some life-changing experiences could be made through theater.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You
should
meet
we?
a lot of new people.
Right.
Speaking of which, how did we meet?
Right. Right. I was gonna just
Oh,
about to ask
gosh.
that. How did we meet?
Okay,
That was a nice
actually,
transition.
this is a
That was
very
unintentional.
so very long time ago, in a very far off place, kind of. I don't really know exactly how me and Jerry met, but he's always just existed in my life, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of
crazy.
like one of those
It
things.
probably-
You don't know where this person came from, but you know that you've known them for a really long
Right.
time.
Yes.
Jesse and I were we were in Awanas for like a year or two in like
Yeah.
first grade maybe, or was it? Yeah, it was about first grade.
Probably first, yeah.
It was Awanas at our church, at my church. He doesn't go to that church anymore.
No.
But he also went to my co-op for a long time. But I've known him for a really long time. I don't really know how I met him, but I just know him. I mean,
Nice.
Exactly.
Nice.
and then Jesse and I kind of have the same story for meeting Caleb, because we both met him through Kohite.
Yeah.
He moved here from Oregon.
Like 2 months ago or 3 months ago. I don't actually remember how long. Feels like it's
Yeah.
been forever, but really it's not that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then every every show for Kohite, we see some new people on the audition list, and we're like, oh, I can't wait to meet these new people. And then Caleb Scott showed up, and he was pretty cool. My first impressions, like, for being a new person, not only to Kohite but also to the state,
Yeah.
to the East Coast. I mean, well, maybe not the East Coast. He's been here before, right?
Yeah,
You've been here
yeah.
before.
Year before I went cross country road trip all the way to Virginia. So yeah.
That's exhilarating.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he was very open. He enjoyed having everybody around. Everybody enjoyed having him around. He was
Yeah,
just
he
like
seemed like he fit.
he fit
like, perfectly.
Like, first time it was the meet and greet.
Yeah, it was
where we
crazy.
meet all the cast, and man,
It was
he
weird.
just like.
I walk in, Mrs. Wagner's like, "You're about to meet the most friends you've ever made at one time in your life," and I'm like, "Great."
And it was true.
It was
man.
very true.
He just settled right in. Like
crazy.
He was super comfortable with everybody, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I just had really good first impressions for Caleb when I met him.
Thank you. I guess. Anyways,
Yeah, but
shall we move on to the next question?
yeah,
100%.
Okay,
do
I'll
we-
ask it. How did we come up with the
Yeah.
idea for starting this podcast?
You guys take it away.
It was kind of random.
Yeah, so we've been
was-
doing these like Zoom calls because our play got postponed because of COVID-19, and so we've been doing these
Fancy.
Zoom calls, Zoom rehearsals, and so me and Jerry just started kind of joking around, saying, "Yeah, we should do a podcast together," and I thought it was a joke, to be completely honest. But the next day,
And then the
next
next
morning,
and the next day, I was like, "Dude, do you actually want to start a podcast? Let's do
Yeah.
it." And he was like, "Yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's get Jesse in. Let's do this."
Right.
So we set everything up. I made the logo. If you didn't see that when you pressed on this episode, yeah, but it was really spontaneous and random.
was
But
then we just started
it
chatting
wasn't
it
well
out.
thought out. we spent a few days on like making all the social media and stuff.
Right.
But
Yeah.
other than that, I mean, it was really quick.
It was like what,
happened
like
really
4 days ago,
fast.
3 days ago, something like that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was on Thursday
Right.
that we came up with the idea.
Right.
And like now it's Tuesday and we're already starting it.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, next question. Jesse, why don't you ask this one?
Okay. What does our podcast name actually mean?
That's a tricky one.
This
Yeah.
one well, I'll let one of you do that.
Oh, okay. So we had a couple of ideas to start off with. We had one called like the Band of Brothers or the Bond of Brothers. I think it was the
Yeah.
band.
Well, we had both
Yeah, it was
ideas.
the Band of
We're gonna
Brothers.
see what was available.
We had both of those.
Yeah, so we were like, Band of Brothers sounds really cool because we're all into music and the arts and just like, dang, that's pretty cool. Then we looked it up and it's already like a World War II movie.
Yeah.
So, dang it. We couldn't
It was
use
a
that.
TV show from 2001, and I was
Yeah,
like, well, we
something like
can't
that.
use that.
Yeah.
So we tried Bond of Brothers. So we looked
And then-
that up, and it was an Audible thing.
Yeah.
Frickin'
And we
Audible.
were like, no, can't do that. And so
Then we thought of-
I don't know who it was, but yeah. I
think it was
Jesse,
you,
Yeah, Jerry, you're the one who thought
was?
of it. You said Bandit Brothers, and then we're like, oh, that has a
Dang.
ring to it. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, and so there's kind of an emphasis on band when you read Bandit. I mean, don't think like we're all Western and stuff. We're kind of like
We're not.
We're not at
we're
all.
not. We're not. We're just regular people. But Bandit, I mean, our podcast is gonna have kind of like a Western theme, going into the Bandit,
Right.
but there's an emphasis on band because like
Also just sounds
we-
cool. So
Right.
Yeah, it also just sounds really awesome because we all have that like passion for entertainment and the arts and
100%.
music. So band, I mean, there's a band which music and it relates to the entertainment industry. So
Right.
we just decided to stick with that.
Right. All right. I'll ask the next one. What is our podcast about?
everything.
Kind of. I don't know. I was thinking like, I don't know, kind of like the entertainment, like industries. So like music,
Yes.
theater,
Yeah.
celebrities. You know, video games, TV shows, anything like in that, we'll just we've came up with a list of different topics that we could talk about. I guess we could take suggestions from you guys about what you guys would want to
That would be
listen
awesome.
to or hear about.
Yeah, you can find our social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook. We have a YouTube channel.
Nothing on
We're
it
not
yet.
gonna post a whole lot. We might post like a few updates, maybe some bloopers. That would be
That'd
pretty
be
good.
great.
But every once in a while we'll meet together in our maybe studio with quotation marks. It's probably gonna be in my basement.
Where most
But
good
we're
things
probably
start.
we might record that, and I guess I'll give credit to Rhett and Link, because they have Ear Biscuits, and that's a podcast, but they also video record it,
Right.
and then post that on YouTube, and they also post it on to Spotify and whatever they post it on to. So, yeah,
Yeah, it's brilliant.
yeah.
Jesse, do you want to handle the next question?
100%. So, how often do you think we're going to actually publish these episodes?
So,
We're gonna try twice a week.
yeah,
We're gonna record
Wow, nice.
every Tuesday and Friday.
right.
But however long it takes to edit, which probably won't take that long,
Hopefully, yeah.
but it takes up to 24 hours for the providers, or not providers, for the services to accept our podcast.
Right.
So it could be the next day, but we're going to record every Tuesday and Friday.
So expect to see like about 2 a week or so. Maybe some weeks,
Yeah.
give or take one.
About that.
I don't know. Yeah, but
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
we'll keep them cranking.
Anyway, well,
Yeah.
and if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to contact us. Our email is banditbrotherspodcast@gmail.com. Yeah.
Or even
Feel
DM
free
us
to,
on Instagram.
Yeah,
Send
DM
us
us on
some-
Instagram, Bandit Bros
Yeah,
Official.
and that too. Well, yeah. Contact us on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then not Spotify. Facebook.
Yeah.
It's the Facebook page Bandit Brothers Official or at Bandit Bros Official. But feel free to contact us anywhere for some suggestions or what you'd like to hear in our podcasts. Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
100%.
This is gonna be a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
we'd also like to give a special thanks to Zitron Sounds.
Oh yes.
For providing us with our intro song.
Yeah. You guys
We
heard that
really
at the
enjoy
beginning.
it. Thank you, Zitron
Yeah.
Sounds, for giving us a copyright-free song. You can find them on YouTube at Zitron Sounds. He's got a lot of good copyright-free songs, as long as you give him the credit.
Right.
That's what we're doing. Thank you, Zitron Sounds. Yeah. Anyway, that's us.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much
So-
for listening.
Yeah.
Hope to
Well,
see you
thank
all
you for
soon.
listening. Thank you for listening to this episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
All right.
All right. Adios.
Goodbye.